Good morning, Ridge, and welcome to another edition of Ridge Rundown. I'm Ashley, and here's what's happening around the Ridge and the world on Friday, March 19th, 2021. In sports news, the girls lacrosse team lost 15-11 against Mount Pisgah. After splitting the first two games with North Gwinnett, the varsity baseball team will travel to play the Bulldogs tonight at 6. Some rural communities in the Australian state of New South Wales are suffering their worst plague of mice in decades after a bumper grain harvest. Eyewitness video obtained by Redders showed thousands of the tiny rodents swarming around a farm in the town of Gilgranja. Quote, "At night the ground is just moving with thousands and thousands of mice just running around," end quote. Farmer Ron McKay told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Supermarkets are storing food in sealed containers, and at least 3 patients in the local hospital have been bitten by the mice. For the 4th year running, Finland has come out on top in the annual list for the happiest country, powered by data from the Golf World Poll, with Iceland, Denmark, Switzerland, and the Netherlands falling in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, respectively, while the United States moved up from 18th to 14th place, and the United Kingdom dropped from 13th to 18th. Australia has held its 12th place position. Quote, "We need urgently to learn from COVID-19, end quote, said report co-editor Jeffrey Sachs, professor and director of the Center of Sustainable Development at Columbia University. Quote, "The pandemic reminds us of our global environmental threats, the urgent need to cooperate, and the difficulties of achieving cooperation in each country and globally," end quote. A UPS driver was celebrated by a small town for being essential during the pandemic. The town's residents spoke highly of him, saying, quote, "The whole town has had a personal experience with Chad," end quote. Daphne resident Adam Shickley told CNN, quote, "He once thought a package was a gift, and there was a picture on the front. My kids were playing outside, so he waited until his shift was done and came back to make sure they didn't see it," end quote. To honor his unflagging dedication, the community organized a Thank You Chad fundraiser. The original goal of $500 quickly required a bigger package when more than 1,000 flowed in. On March 19th of 1931, the precursor to Women's History Month was created. International Women's Day was celebrated for the first time today over 50 years ago. For today's weather, we'll see a high of 59 and a low of 35 degrees with a 15% chance of precipitation. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Ashley. Have a fabulous Friday, Ridge.